There was an explanation that said that his original body was crappy, so they built him a new one. But then in Zero 3, someone takes his old body, but it's the Zero body again. So magic. So
X6.
Yeah, X6 was the game where where's Zero? Oh yeah, that's right, I killed him. Oh wait, there's an evil Zero running around. I'll just take his sword and die against every enemy because the difficulty in this game is terrible. Then there was X7, which was the first time it went to 3D. There was this kid named Axel who was like, I can turn into robots. And then there was 8, where you'll never guess what happens in 8. So they're building this space elevator, right? And they make new robots that have the programming of every robot ever to make sure that they never get infected with the Maverick virus. So the main thing that they program into them to keep them from getting the Maverick virus is Sigma. They can all turn into Sigma because that won't turn you into evil Sigma. Which leads, of course, into a stage where you fight nothing but Sigmas all day, every day. So at that point, the series just went away. There was also that RPG, but nobody really talks about Command Mission that much.
I love that game.
It was an interesting game, but it was far away from the days of Mega Man X, where you could find Mega Man who could shoot out Hadokens. Quite literally, in the first game, you could find Dr. Light wearing Ryu's costume. It's like, here, Mega Man, have Hadoken. It can kill Sigma's dog in one hit.
Any boss, one hit.
Yeah. So then, of course, after... Oh, wait, that's right. Before Zero came out, there was Legends. I see that everyone likes this so-called Mega Man Legends series in here, right?
Yep.
Bring out 3.
Or 3. So, hilariously enough, when Legends first came out, people hated it. Yeah. Because they were like, wait a second, why isn't Mega Man really a robot? Where's Proto Man and Base? And then they played it and they're like, oh my god, this game is fantastic. So, if you don't know about Mega Man Legends, it's in a future where everybody's forgotten what history is. And there are people called diggers who go in and dig for things called refractors, which is their energy source, because there's terrible energy problems. Maybe? Oh, wait a second. Actually have a picture of Mega Man shooting a drill out of something, but we'll get to the rage for what happened with 3 in just a moment as soon as my computer... Yeah. Where do you think you are, X? Legends isn't here. We're at his funeral. But yeah, so Legends was one of the best Mega Man games. And then, of course, when the 3DS was coming out, Capcom was like, hey, you guys have been talking about that Legends game, was it? We'll make a new one if you want. You guys can help. And we were like, oh yeah. And we were making Legends, and we were designing things, and we were helping out, and all sorts of awesome things, and everybody's like, Mega Man's gonna come back forever, it's gonna be so cool, we get to design his armor, and then Capcom decided to cancel it.
About a week before the prototype was supposed to come out.
Because before then, there was a game called Mega Man Universe, which was essentially supposed to be Mega Man Powered Up 2, where you could mix and match pieces of Mega Man. And they're like, we don't remember ever doing that project, so yeah, it's canceled. It's like, but Legends 3's coming out. And then Legends 3 got canceled. And we asked why. And they're like...
They say there's no fan input.
They never really told us. Capcom Europe said it was our fault, because we didn't want it bad enough. So, not to mention some of the other things like they did, like, oh, we're going to finish making Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and add characters in there. Who do you want in it? Phoenix Wright, Strider Gene, Mega Man X, we want Mega Man X. It's like, oh, he didn't get enough votes, sorry.
What?
Yeah, if I actually have a picture of them being, like, slightly terribly offending to every Mega Man fan ever. It was, when you play, if I can find it, it should still be on here. But it's essentially like all of the cameos that he has in that game that we don't get to really see because, you know, we didn't deserve it enough. And then, of course, he was put in Street Fighter X Tekken as bad box art Mega Man.
Yep.
But that's the thing. We found out that it was actually all supposed to be a terribly funny joke. The reason why he wasn't in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is because he was supposed to be in Tekken. Because they planned it back when Hinafune was still in the company. They're like, oh, it's going to be this huge joke. They're going to be expecting him to be in MVC 3. He won't be in there because he's in the other game. It's going to be funny, and everybody's going to laugh while they're playing Mega Man Legends 3. And then that never happened. Because Capcom hates everybody. And yeah, except for Street Fighter players. But yeah, so somewhere on the internet, the two characters were like, oh boy, new news for our game. Except their new game will never come out. We'd like to thank you for your ongoing loyal support of Mega Man Legends 3. Today, however, we must regrettably announce the discontinuation of the project. We only express our deepest apologies to all of you who lent us your unending support. We thank all of you so much for your extended support of this title and its community, and we hope that you'll all continue to support the Mega Man franchise as well as other Capcom games. But I don't understand. We were doing okay enough. We almost had our demo ready. What happened? After everybody's hard work, this can't be real, right? None of it's real, right? It's a joke, right? Nope. We may never see Legends ever again. But take heart in this one fact. Legends is the only game where everybody agrees that there were no bad games. There was no like, oh, Mega Man 5 was kind of crappy. No. Everybody who likes Legends likes both games. So the terribly bittersweet thing about Legends 3 never coming out is the fact that we'll always have two perfect games, Legends 1 and Legends 2. Oh, and there's Adventures of Tron Bond, but you know. But that one was so goofy, nobody could hate it, so.
What about the two on PC?
Wait, which two on PC?
The ports. PC one, Megaman and Megaman 3.
Just had to talk about those ones, didn't you? So. Oh, God. So you know how Americans can't really be trusted with converting games and such? There was, how many of you are fans of Legend of Zelda series?